Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is pumping and breaking a major trendline resistance, but we are probably being played right now. Let me show you why. Now, first you're going to see. In yesterday's video, we talked about the importance of this specific zone at approximately 70,500 US dollars. We said we had a major liquidity level exactly below the recent low. We also had right here quite an important golden Fibonacci ratio that, of course, it has not been hit, but also we talked about that Bitcoin, it is actually getting bearish absorption exactly at the bottom. So talking about the probability, at least in my opinion, Bitcoin had a very high probability of getting another push down, taking the liquidity below the recent low, and only then I was looking right here for another major rotation back towards the upside. But it clearly does look like our prediction from yesterday's video did not play out, and right now Bitcoin is already getting a major pump of, let's just say, approximately 6.3%. But the thing is, we need to ask ourselves, why did Bitcoin get a bounce right here? And also, at what area we are trading as right now? Are we actually right now hitting an area of resistance or not? And you're right now first of all going to see Bitcoin has gotten a bounce almost perfectly at the daily high-term time frame area of support, and also measuring the entire range with the volume, we were getting a bounce at approximately the value area low, the bottom volume level. As I was saying in my previous videos, ideally, before a big reversal, usually you really want to get a liquidity grab below the recent lows, which of course, unfortunately, did not happen at this specific area. We got a very slight higher low, and Bitcoin is already getting right here a major pump. And that is why later in the video, I'm still going to show you why this specific area is a very important area of resistance you should really pay attention to. But also, if you are in my free VIP Discord server, you probably know about the post I made yesterday before Bitcoin right here got this major pump towards another higher high. Because what we said right here, the level that just got hit is the golden Fibonacci ratio and the upper volume resistance. Very bullish if broken. Bitcoin broke the golden Fibonacci ratio, we broke our value area high, and right now for sure we are going higher, breaking also our recent high and hitting, as you can see right here, the daily area of resistance at 75,000 US dollars. So I do think right now probably you're asking yourself, is Bitcoin going to continue higher from the area where we are, or can we potentially already get right here some kind of a rejection back down? Now, to be completely honest with you, I did remain in some of my long trades on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, and also on XRP, but the position size on all of those trades right here is nothing significant, simply because I have been taking a lot of profits on the entire move towards the upside. That is why my next trade is simply going to be another brand new short trade. Sure, I do remain right here in all of those trades, but again, the position sizes of all of those trades is actually nothing major. So I am definitely very interested to fire another trade very, very soon. But the reality right now is we need to ask ourselves, is the area where Bitcoin is at the moment a good level where potentially we could maybe even fire another short or sell trade? We can definitely agree Bitcoin hit the daily level at 75,000 US dollars, but of course also when we are right now zooming out on the daily time frame and also again going with our major trend line, it really does look like we are breaking it straight towards the upside. Now, I would actually say like that. People that are right now looking at this specific trend line, probably what they're doing, they're probably entering brand new long or buying positions at the area where we are. And how can we actually verify this? Looking at the order flow, something we are going to do slightly later. But before we do so, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 600 likes right here are definitely possible. And of course also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now, what is going to be the next target for Bitcoin if we are going to continue higher? Because right now we know, okay, we are already trading at a very important resistance at the daily level right here. But the thing is, what if we continue higher? What is then going to be the next important major area of resistance? I would simply say like that. Zooming out again on the daily time frame, we are going to be using the log scale and connecting the all-time high with the lower high. In this scenario, we simply need to adjust our major trendline area of resistance, and it does look like that it is going to come in at approximately approximately 77,200 US dollars. This specific trend line, it does some kind of nicely also align with another daily area of resistance that is going to come in at approximately 78,600 US dollars. And this level right here, it is actually going to be our next very important price target if Bitcoin does continue higher. The thing is, there is also another level I would definitely be paying attention to, but the reality is it's actually not a major area of resistance. And of course, it is going to be our liquidity level above the high at 76,000 US dollars, where I would definitely say if we go higher, if we do get right here some kind of a reaction, some kind of a liquidity grab, we might even look to enter another short or a sell position on the Bitcoin price itself. But what we said before, I really want to show you exactly what other people are right now doing in the market, looking at the order flow. So what you're right now going to see on the CVD indicator, which is the yellow line, it is measuring if buying or selling pressure is coming in the market. And at least as of right now, we are getting right here quite a significant push towards the upside on the CVD indicator, which simply means a lot of buying pressure is coming in right now on Bitcoin as we speak, but we are not really pushing that much towards the upside. The highs right here are pretty much staying almost exactly the same. So what we are getting right now on the CVD, it is going to be some bearish absorption, bearish divergence, and of course also a bearish Bitcoin indication. That is why if we right now try and combine everything together, we are getting a bearish indication on the CVD. Bitcoin is already right now as we speak trading at the daily area of resistance. And also actually, if you're going to zoom in on the 15-minute time frame, only a few minutes ago we got another push towards the upside, taking the liquidity above the recent high that was formed right here only a few hours ago. And that is right now why I would actually say like that. Looking for another long or a buy trade, in my opinion, at this area, it is actually going to be very, very risky. I would much rather right here, right now, fire another short or a sell position with a clear, very simple invalidation level slightly above our daily area of resistance. In a case, Bitcoin right here does continue higher, and potentially we do hit right here our next level, which is going to be the liquidity level. But why ideally in the upcoming days, in the upcoming weeks, I would like Bitcoin to actually get right here another major rotation back towards upside. The reality is, looking at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, you're going to see not only on the 3-day time frame, we do have right here major liquidations exactly below the recent lows, where over 92 million of long trades are going to get tracked, but also looking right now and zooming out, first of all, on the 1-week time frame. The biggest liquidations on a higher term time frame are again not going to be exactly above the high, but actually below our recent low right here, where almost 233 million of long trades are going to get tracked. But also right now, zooming out even further on the 2-week time frame, this one is actually also saying to us a very similar story. The biggest liquidations on Bitcoin are not going to be above the recent highs, but actually exactly below the recent lows right here at approximately 70,350 US dollars, literally the level we have been talking about right now for the past few days. This area right now on Bitcoin is a very important one, not only because it's a liquidity level. Later in the video, I still want to show you another very important level that actually does align perfectly with this specific zone. But also right now, looking again with our trend line here and going without the log scale, so we definitely need to adjust our trend line area of resistance just slightly. We are going to actually again connect the lower highs right here. You can notice that people might even be buying Bitcoin right here because supposedly we are breaking towards the upside. Sure, the breakout could continue. We could continue much higher towards the upside, but again, because right now we are already trading at a very important level, no way I would actually enter right here another long or a buy trade. And the only trade I'm right now potentially going to enter, it is going to be another short or a sell position. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus with the first link down below in the description, because right now Bybit, only after you're going to register with my specific link, you're going to get 20 USDT only after you sign up. Then make sure you deposit at least 100, you get another 20 USDT, but also also, when you're going to open up your first trade, you're going to get even bigger rewards using the first link down below in the description. But also right now, not only on Bybit you can trade crypto, you can even trade right here forex, commodities and stock CFDs, but also you can trade brand new altcoins that are being released. So of course, if you're looking right here to trade with us to potentially fire another short or a sell trade, take an advantage of the free bonus using the first link down below. Now let me also show you another bearish indication that we have been talking about on this specific channel for a very long time, and it is going to be the stochastic CG oscillator on the 1 week time frame. I think you can agree with me, but it really does seem like that this specific indicator is right now for the past few weeks being in the overbought area. Last time we were in the overbought, Bitcoin got a major push down. Overbought right here. Sure, of course, we also got some kind of a push towards downside, and right now for sure we are being in the overbought once again. That is why I would definitely like to say to you, be slightly more careful with your long trades. I would definitely be taking slightly more profits on Bitcoin long trade, on Ethereum, on XRP long trade right here. But also, if you're looking for another trade, no way I would right to fire another breakout trade right here. The only trade I would be looking for right here, it is going to be a short or a sell trade with a very clear, simple invalidation level slightly above the level, looking potentially right here for another push towards downside. Also right now, why is this specific zone at approximately 70,300 such an important one? Let's go back on the daily time frame where you're right going to see Bitcoin confirmed a brand new daily high term time frame area of support at 70,700 US dollars. So previously we got a bounce at this specific daily level, but because this level right now has already been respected, I'm going to remove it from the chart. We are right now only going to pay attention directly to this specific daily level right here, aligning with not only one but actually two very important liquidity levels. Again, we do have the first liquidity level right here at 70,400, but then also the second liquidity level just slightly higher with this specific higher low. But also, as we said before, the biggest liquidations cluster on the 2 week time frame, it is going to be exactly below the recent low. That is why I would definitely say if you're right now looking for another trade, I mean, I'm not saying we cannot continue higher. That is why I do definitely use a stop loss in case Bitcoin is going to run your get another major pump. But the reality is, looking for a long trade at the area of resistance after we have already gotten a pump right here, in my opinion, is not really going to be the smartest idea. Also right now, look at the RSI, money flow, and also at the MACD indicator on higher term time frames. You probably remember that in our yesterday's video, we talked about that Bitcoin was forming a lot of hidden bullish divergences. Higher lows were formed on Bitcoin, lower low on the RSI, lower low on the MACD, lower low on the money flow. So pretty much all of the indicators right here were forming a bullish indication on the 4-hourly time frame, and right now a bullish divergence definitely played out beautifully. But what if I'm right now zooming out on the daily time frame? Here you're right now going to see some more bearish indications. We are being in the overbought on money flow, and last time we were overbought right here, Bitcoin got literally the all-time high, topped out, and we got a major push down. Also right here, overbought area was hit. We got some kind of a push towards downside, but also right now, one could potentially say that on the RSI indicator, we are getting right here a very slight higher high, or pretty much exactly the same high, while Bitcoin is getting a very slight lower high. So right here on the RSI on the daily, we could be getting right here some kind of a hidden bearish divergence, but also going on the 4-hourly, lower highs are being formed on the RSI, lower highs are being formed on the money flow. So both of those indicators are actually getting a regular bearish divergence. So of course it is going to be some kind of a bearish Bitcoin indication. So again, I'm not right now trying to predict if Bitcoin does go up or if Bitcoin goes down. Unfortunately, I do not have a crystal ball. I don't know what happens next, but I do know that right now the indicators are forming a bearish divergence. I do know that we are getting right here some bearish absorption. I do know right now that we are trading at some kind of an area of resistance. That doesn't mean that we are going to get right here a rejection back down, but in my opinion, looking right now for another trade, I would much rather very simply fire another short position right here, stop loss slightly above the area of resistance in a case we continue higher. But of course, if we continue higher, the next target I'm going to be paying attention to right here, it is going to be above the recent high at approximately 76,000 US dollars. That is right why if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus with the first link down below. You register with my link right here, you're going to get only after you sign up 20 USDT completely for free. You deposit at least 100, you get another 20 USDT, but also when you're going to open up your first trades, you're going to get even bigger rewards using the first link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.